1.2 billion year old groundwater is some of the oldest on Earth. The abundance of hydrogen and helium makes it a possible energy source. This is on Live Science. Groundwater that has recently discovered deep underground in a mine in South Africa is estimated to be 1.2 billion years old. Researchers suspect that the groundwater is some of the oldest on the planet, and its chemical interactions with the surrounding rock could offer new insights about energy production and storage in Earth's crust. In fact, Oliver Warr from University of Toronto in Canada, a research associate in the Department of Earth Sciences, University of Toronto, and lead author of a new study about the groundwater discovery, described the location in a statement as Pandora's box of helium and hydrogen producing power. The South African groundwater was also enriched in the highest concentration of radiogenic products, elements produced by radioactivity yet discovered in fluids, according to the study, demonstrating that ancient groundwater sites may one day potentially serve as energy sources. The gold and uranium mine, known as Moab Khotsong, sits about 100 miles or 161 kilometers southwest of Johannesburg. It's home to one of the world's deepest mine shafts, plunging to depths of 1.86 miles, that's 3 kilometers below the surface of at its deepest, according to the mine. The new find follows a prior discovery of approximately 1.8 billion years old groundwater made during a 2013 research expedition, also led by Warr. That finding occurred at Kidd Creek Mine in Ontario, which lies beneath the Canadian Shield, a geologic structure comprised of igneous and metamorphic rock dating to the Precambrian super eon, that's 4.5 billion years ago, to 541 million years ago. The Canadian Shield spans 3 million square miles, nearly 8 million square kilometers, and Warr referred to it as a hidden hydrogeosphere. An abundance of hydrogen, he said, in his blog post July 5th. One of the most exciting parts, he said, about this new discovery is that at first we thought the groundwater at Kidd Creek was an outlier, but now we have this brand new site located somewhere different with a completely different geological history that also preserves fluid on a billion-year timescale. It looks like this is a feature of these environments, which present about 72% of the total continental crust by surface area. He said, until now we had one data point, and it's pretty hard to say that, yes, this is applicable to the entire world, Warr said, but this new site reaffirms that what we considered to be true, that these systems trap water over extremely long time spans. Warr described the way that rocks release this billion-year-old groundwater as similar to the way that liquid escapes from a water balloon. He said these deep mines are the perfect location for what we do, since as researchers we don't have the time or the money to put a hole in the ground, but that's what a mine does. When they drill boreholes, the water that has been trapped inside the rock starts gushing out. It's like piercing a water balloon, and we're able to capture it, he says. After collecting the samples, Moab Khotsong of South Africa, Warr and his team of international researchers examined their contents and found that the water contained properties that resemble those of water at Kidd Creek in Canada. He said, in these deep settings, water is held in cracks in the rock, and over time they interact, resulting in uranium, which then decays over millions and even billions of years, creating noble gases, Warr said. As these noble gases accumulate in the water, researchers can measure their concentrations and how long they were present within the rock. Warr explains that the samples collected contained high salt content, about 8 times more than that of seawater, as well as concentrations of uranium, radiogenic helium, neon, argon, xenon, and krypton. They also found the presence of hydrogen and helium, both of which are important energy sources. The finding offers a previously unseen glimpse of helium diffusion from deep within the planet, an important process to consider as we face an ongoing helium shortage and could hint at energy production under the surface of other planets too, according to the study. As long as there is water and rock, you'll see the production of helium and hydrogen, and that does not necessarily mean this has to be taking place only on Earth, Warr said. If there is water on the subsurface of Mars or any other rocky planet, helium and hydrogen could be generated there too, leading to yet another energy source. And this was published June 30th in the Journal of Nature Communications, originally published on Live Science by Jennifer Nelwicki. Please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Finally, support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.